Hello everyone and welcome to the second ever episode of the...
Oh,
motherfucker.
don't you say Anime Super Simps, aka, and then I say ASSCAST?
Oh my god, I forgot that. Fuck.
I know it better than you, bro.
This ain't looking good, Taiyo.
Shut the fuck up, Noob.
We should have picked somebody else to do the intro.
I know, we should have.
Maybe I should do the intro. Screw you.
Oh, fuck you, Nooberton.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Okay. Let's do this shit again.
Foolish of you to think I wasn't going to include this.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. Because I fucking butchered the intro, welcome everyone to another episode of the ASSCAST, aka the Anime Super Sims podcast. I'm your host, Taiyo, and today I have with me my fabulous and awesome co-hosts. My name is Doofy and Nooberton. Say hello, my boys.
Hello, my boys.
Hello.
So, how's everybody been doing? The podcast has been a little quiet ever since we uploaded the first video, which actually was really performing well.
Yeah, dude, that shit was almost at like 200 views, almost at 20 likes. We had a few comments going on. Watch time's doing pretty good. I am pleasantly surprised at how well it has been doing.
And we got like almost 30 subs, which is really nice. We are really thankful for the support we've gotten.
Hell yeah.
Awful fucking show, to be honest, but it looks good. At least it looks good. Last episode, I forgot to mention the awesome artist behind everything we actually have as our designs. It's a really good friend of mine. Her name is Silly Goose. Her link is in the description.
What a silly goose.
Yes, what a silly goose. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram. Please sub and follow to follow her on there. And yeah, let's just get right into it, boys. What are we doing today?
Today we're given the classic origin story of each of us with regards to how we got into anime and manga, and incidentally how we got into anime and manga YouTube. You're not gonna want to miss this one.
No, you don't. So, Noob, how did you get into anime?
Oh man, I'm going first. I've really not told this story too much to the public. You know, it's a very dark one. We started an opera, then we walked out into a alleyway, my parents got shot, all that. Beads went flying, craziness. Oh wait, that's fucking Batman. Okay, the real story.
You motherfucker.
On how I got into anime. So we'll do it at the very start. As I was a wee lad in elementary school, you know, you see the Pokemon on the TV and you're like, hell yeah, what's this shit? And you're like, yo, this is the vibe. And it's like right before I had to go to school, I had to walk there. I'm like, hell yeah, I get some Pokemon. That was like the very start. I didn't, you know, get attached to anime at that moment, but you know, very start that happened. Then I watched like a single episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! That was randomly on this channel at one time. Never got to watch it again. My dad always hogged the TV, so I barely got to like see stuff. Never had the like moment of like, oh man, I got to binge Naruto or something. Nah, nothing like that. That was not my life. I think it's important to then know when I got the internet was like maybe when I'm around 11 or 12 in our house, and that's when I'm like, wait, I can finally watch episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! The thing I missed all my life.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I did binge like the season of like the thing that I saw the first episode of and never got to see more of. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. But it really only got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! It didn't particularly have me being like, oh man, anime is cool. I didn't go out and watch any more anime. I was like, okay, Yu-Gi-Oh's dope. And I did become a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Player for a good brief moment.
Oh my god.
So wait, which Yu-Gi-Oh! Did you see first, and which one really got you hooked?
Zexal.
Ah, classic.
Damn. I never watched that one. Is it good? The only ones I ever really watched were the original, and I watched those illegally on YouTube when it was still sort of legal to watch whole series of things on YouTube.
Bro, that shit was never legal. We just got away with it.
Shut up, Doofy.
A lot of oldies hate Zexal, but people who watch through all of Zexal usually preach the hell out of the Baryon arc, which for good reason.
But guys, isn't Zexal the guy with the tomato hair?
No, it's Arc 5, isn't it?
Like
with the circus
yeah,
and like the
Arc 5
hippopotamus
is
and
yeah,
that shit's a little wonky.
What is Zexal then?
Like the Ixies monsters.
yeah, overlay the number monsters.
Name the color of the hair.
Like purple, right? It's like
No,
has like a purple design in the front. And like the back is black, maybe? Is that right?
It has like two little prongs sticking out on like I think the right side, which are like a little bit yellow and red, I think.
Oh, that guy. I think those are like the... Wait, I know. I'm just gonna look it up.
That's not even his hair. Wait, yeah, he has that red thing in the front of his thing. That's not even hair, is it?
Should we look up?
I'm looking at it right now. He's got like... It's totally his hair, right? Like the two red prawns he has in the front.
Oh my god. Why did you guys watch this shit?
Oh, it's red. I don't know why I saw yellow.
That is the ugliest design I've ever seen. Oh,
I don't dislike
that's
it.
bad.
I'm the preacher of it, okay?
Yeah, did you guys watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains?
Yu-Gi-Oh! What?
Brains?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains.
Oh.
I did. I fully watched it.
How was it? It honestly looked amazing.
The first 3 episodes were really good, but I never really got the chance to watch any more. So maybe I should get back into that. Because I really liked it. I would give it like, from the few episodes I had seen, I would give it like a 7.2 out of 10. So it's better than Tomato Hair Guy. Fucker.
Yeah.
He's the worst one.
I did not watch much of Arc 5, but that shit fucking sucked.
I really didn't like Tomato Haired Guy.
Oh, he's the worst.
V-Rain seems a little more mature. Like, that pro tag looks a little older.
Yeah, it is pretty mature, honestly.
I like that.
They don't too much fucking around, honestly.
But Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is like back to like elementary school.
Yeah,
Why? What the fuck? No one in elementary school watches fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s.
Well, not in America, but probably Japan.
Honestly, it probably worked in Japan.
No, but guys, fuck Japan. They can suck my dick. It's all about America.
Bro, we're gonna get canceled. Bro,
Ty's gonna get canceled for always saying fuck Japan in every single podcast episode.
That's just the inside joke we have here. Fuck Japan.
No, that's not the joke we have. That's just
that's just your joke, bro.
Suck my nuts, bro.
I ain't going down for
nuts.
that one, bro. That's all you.
Why don't you just go suck my nuts and just help me, man?
Alright, and while I do that, Noob, continue with your story.
Oh yeah, so we had watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I did find Attack on Titan. It was kind of like a thing for some of the edgy kids in middle school, and it's like, yo, there's this thing called Attack on Titan.
Middle school? Damn, I'm old.
Oh my god.
I know. So like I tried watching some Attack on Titan. It was like bootleg through YouTube. You know, they didn't have good policing of copyright, so I was able to watch it through there.
The best way to watch anime.
I think it was broken up into parts and stuff. I missed like episode 4 and something, and I got to like episode 5, which I guess spoilers for episode 5 of Attack on Titan. But like Eren gets Eden trying to save Armin, and I was like, yo, fuck this shit. I hate this show, and I didn't watch anymore. Because I, for some reason, hated the hell out of Armin. Little me hated Armin.
I get that.
So the fact that Eren, like this badass to me when I was young, just fucking died, I'm like, bruh, no, I'm not watching this. Because Armin has to become the main character or something. I was so heated, bro.
A follow-up question to that. Did you know Attack on Titan was like anime, or did you just think it was like cartoons?
No, I understood anime at that
Okay.
point.
Okay. But how did you find it though?
I don't know. It was like in middle school, you know, some people would have like the first couple of volumes of the manga, and they'd be like, yo, the anime was great. It's the most amazing thing ever. So badass.
Well, Attack on Titan is really good.
You know, credit to them. They probably were spinning facts. If I continued it, I probably would have enjoyed it because, you know, Eren, you know, spoilers for like episode 7 or something, he did not die.
Wait, did you never watch more of it?
Yeah, like once it looked like he died, I just stopped.
And you still haven't watched?
No, I very recently watched Attack on Titan first season.
Okay.
Just first season. I don't care that much about Attack on Titan. Not going to lie.
Doofy, can you say to Noob that he needs to watch the rest because it's good?
No, I wouldn't force him.
No, not force him, but just like we recommend it, right?
Well, of course, but like,
Doofy understands. I'll watch it at my own pace, however I want to.
I feel like with Attack on Titan, you don't have to say that it's good. I think everybody just kind of knows it.
Yeah, expects that, to be honest.
Let me say it more precisely. Everybody knows, everybody thinks that it's good. I think that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. Anyways, the story, Noob. Continue.
So there's a possible path that I would have gone into anime if I continued just maybe 1 or 2 episodes more. but I was like, fuck it, I'm not touching this. And, you know, I didn't really do any more anime. Like, I would just watch the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and that's it. And that's generally for the fact I was really a Yu-Gi-Oh fan more than any bit of anime fan. And then, you know, we get to high school times where, you know, anime is, like, more popular. Most of my friends are, you know, the basic action shonen normies, you know, that love that type of stuff. Don't shut up about it. That's why I hate Dragon Ball so much. And then senior year towards, like, the start of it, you know, JoJo, the big old, you know, being annoying fan thing where people's like, go watch JoJo. Yeah, I found one of those people in real life.
Oh my god.
So for like entire semester,
A JoJo fan in the wild. Holy shit.
entire semester in art, he'd just be like, watch JoJo. I'm like, no, fuck off. Because I thought anime was cringe as hell. Like, that was like the bias I had in my head, that anime was cringe. Like, it was definitely kept on being affirmed by many other things. Like, I kind of understood that anime was not all just this action shonen type of thing, but in my head, I still kind of perceived that that's all that it's there. I knew, but again, I didn't think about it too much. Think that, like, oh, there may be something I like compared to stuff that everyone else likes that have been made annoying due to their liking of it.
By the way, did you ever check out JoJo after the guy...
Yes, that's the important part of the story. So, by like the end of semester, I'm like, fine, I'll watch 5 episodes. He's like, no, watch 10. I'm like, okay, fine, fuck off. I watched it, I'm like, okay, this is good. Good, whatever. And I watched the rest of it. I skipped part 4, and I watched all the way. I'm like, I'm done. No, shut the fuck up. Like,
So what did you watch of it anyways? Like, which series?
like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Oh, damn. Why are we skipping
Yeah.
4?
I'm like, bro, this art style is ugly.
No shit.
Why is the sky piss yellow?
That's the fucking charm, bro. That's the charm, bro. Don't hate on JoJo, you fucker.
No, he just said part 4.
Yeah, part 4. I'm like, why the fuck's the sky yellow this time? It looks super kiddish in this style.
Then you're really not gonna like part 7.
Part 7 isn't animated, bro.
No, but I mean, like, when it's gonna be animated, it's all gonna be like, it's gonna feel
Vomit
like a
green.
Quentin Tarantino story. It feels like Quentin Tarantino, bro. Everything's gonna be piss yellow. And I don't even watch JoJo's. How the fuck do I know this shit?
Taya's more JoJo fan than me.
How do I know every fucking name of every... bruh.
Have you seen JoJo's then?
I've watched and read part 1 and 2. Well, I'm
Okay.
reading part 2 right now. But from everything I've seen of part 3, aka every screenshot and like the covers for part 7, they're all like piss yellow. Everything is piss yellow, so I think it really is gonna be piss yellow.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Noob, everything's gonna be piss yellow. I hope you don't mind.
It's not like I care too much, but I finished JoJo. I'm like, alright, cool. I don't have to touch anime ever again. This cringe shit, I don't have to think about any bit more again. But yeah, it's good that I was in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there was one person who was an anime fan, had a channel. I'm like, I had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel at that point. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll check out your channel. And I checked out his channel. I'm like, wow, he's talking about this anime, and it isn't cringe. He isn't acting like a cringe motherfucker. Okay. And you know, I'm starting to remove this foil of anime and cringe being associated so deeply with each other. I'm starting to remove that. I'm like, I found someone who likes anime and is not cringe about it. Wow. And then finally, the COVID hit, you know, and everyone was locked down. And that's horrible for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's very much like a social game. It's best about like meeting people when you're there, shaking hands, and, you know, playing in front of each other. That's all what it's all about. So, you know, the game kind of just died at that point for me. And that's
Yeah,
like,
okay, I got that.
and that's like my big hobby. So I'm like, what the hell do I do? And like my other hobby would be YouTube, and by YouTube I talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's like, fuck, what do I even do? So I was thinking of just things to do. And then I looked back at anime, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time we try like a little bit more. So there's like one YouTuber talk about Psychopaths for some reason. And I'm like, okay, we'll check this one out. You know, it's a sci-fi criminal thing. It looked, you know, more laid back. It kind of appealed to a bit of an edgy nature, which I was still kind of in. That's what I kind of thought anime to be, like a, you know, edgy or just this action shonen type of deal. I didn't really think too much about slice of lives and that type of stuff within. I was like, okay, Psycho-Pass may do it for me, and, you know, Psycho-Pass did do it for me. I'm like, damn, this is great. Then I watched Death Parade. I'm like, damn, this is great.
Oh, hell yeah. Death Parade is great at... Oh, that's good.
And then I watched Date Alive. And I'm like, damn, so this is what harem is. This is what ecchi is.
Why did you watch Data Life as your first harem? Damn.
I didn't know what harem was, okay?
And then he became a man.
I saw, like, the most waifu character, Kurumi, and I'm like, she's rocking, you know, guns. I'm like, oh, so this is an action thing. All right, let's see what it's about. And, you know, I see the cover is like, the characters do have, like, swords and guns. I'm like, you know, let's watch it. Maybe a cool little action thing. It looks weird. And, you know, it does have action for sure, but it's more of a harem ecchi, and I figured out the hard way what that stuff is. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like, over time, I would be starting to watch more and more anime, and by, like, I think June, which is, like, 3 months in, because the virus started in, like, March and stuff, like, right in the middle there. Which I also got, my wisdom teeth pulled out at that time, so I couldn't really eat too much, so I'm like, can't even eat the sadness of not being able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Away. What do I do?
Damn, bro. You got your wisdom teeth pulled out? You fucking sheep. Keep him in like a man. Endure the migraines.
Okay, Doofy.
Leave the man alone.
Doofy's scared of the dentist. It's his, like, worst fear.
What is wrong with dentists?
They're just cringe, bro.
Doofy can't take care of his teeth.
It's not that I can't, I choose not to.
Bro, just brush your fucking teeth, you disgusting shit.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
What?
Au
What
natural.
the fuck? Just go brush your fucking teeth. It ain't that hard.
Fine. You've convinced me. I will now brush my teeth.
Okay, no, but guys, the pandemic hit.
Yep, I just started watching anime. That's generally the story about it.
So how'd you get into manga then?
Oh, manga, yeah. I already knew about manga, because, like, what is it? You were incentivized to buy the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga because there was, like, promo cards in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And sometimes they were, like, really good.
Oh, hell
Like,
yeah.
I remember, like, Zexal Volume 8, I'm pretty sure, had this promo card, Utopian Lightning, and it's absolutely fucking nuts. It was actually more expensive than the retail for the volume. Like, the card was around $30 at certain points. So, like, you were incentivized to buy the manga, so I already knew what manga was. I already thought it was kind of cool.
So wait, do you own like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh volumes then?
I do.
Do you just own the ones like that have the promos?
Yeah, I would just buy the ones that have promos.
Bruh.
I love that.
Everyone had a promo, so, you know, that worked out. So, yeah, like, I already had an understanding of manga, and, you know, I understood that manga would often have more material than the anime. So, like, when I found, like, a good anime, and I, like, saw that had a physical manga, I'm like, you know what? I kind of feel like collecting it, you know, if it had a nice cover and stuff. So, like, I'd already watched Kaguya-sama, really liked it. But I also had watched Inspector, and then, like, I saw it had a manga for it. I'm like, okay, I'll pick up the Inspector because I know it adapts more. And Kaguya-sama as well, even though I was like, I don't care that it adapts more, I just kind of really like the series and why I pick it up because of that. And, you know, the fact that it adapts more, that's even cooler and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I started off with really just collecting Kaguya-sama, and then from there, like, I started adding, like, a few more series. Like, I had watched Land of Lustrous, so I'm like, alright, I'll pick up the manga. You know, I watched Spice and Wolf, didn't think, like, the anime was too great, but then I saw the manga, and I'm like, okay, the manga is so much cooler. It's mostly just me buying the manga from the anime, often just getting ahead of it.
Yeah.
And that's generally my introduction to manga, and I'm the least manga consumer in this, so, you know, take that for how you will. That's my origin. I think we'll be passing it off to Doofy.
Yes, Doofy. How did you get into anime?
I think I have the most vanilla story of how anybody gets into anime and manga. But much like Noob, I remember being younger and seeing Pokemon, of course, of all things.
Hell yeah.
On like WB, I think it was. Specifically Kids WB. Like, I have very vivid memories of like my mom I don't know, like doing her makeup or something, getting ready to go out, and I'd just be like on her bed watching the TV, and it would be like Pokemon Indigo League.
Damn. You had Indigo League.
Yeah,
I had fucking Diamond and Pearl.
Well, like, this was probably reruns. The actual Pokemon that was airing when I got into like Pokemon would have been Master Quest, so like just before Gen 3.
Oh, okay.
So like my first game was Emerald.
My first game was Platinum, by the way. Good shit.
Are we talking core games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first core game was actually Black and White 2.
Oh, it's so cringe, Noob.
Bro.
I know, right?
Oh, that's
because
disgusting.
I had a side series game first. Pokemon Conquest was my first Pokemon game.
Ew.
Fuck you.
Ew.
Conquest is the greatest thing ever. I will fucking murder you if you say otherwise.
No, it's great. It's great, but why is it your... Bruh.
I didn't know the difference. I was like, you know what? I can
Do
pick
your
up...
parents hate you?
No, I picked it myself. I'm like, okay, I have $30. Do I spend $20 on Ranger or 30 on Conquest? I'm like, Conquest looks cooler.
Oh, dude, Ranger was so dope, though.
Yeah, Ranger was good as well.
But yeah.
No, but we're getting off topic again.
Yeah.
Doofy, continue with your story.
Started off with Pokemon, then immediately after, once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think GX was airing when I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I remember Saturday mornings I would see, like, 4Kids, and it would air 8:30s on Saturdays until, like, I don't know, a bit afternoon. It would play, like, Cubics, really weird CGI anime. I ended up watching all of it, though. Super fucking weird. Don't recommend it all.
Wait, which one? Sorry?
Cubics.
What? Cubics? I've no clue what it is.
It's just like a kid's anime.
I'ma check it out, though, because...
It's fucking weird.
Oh.
I don't recommend. Thereafter, it would air Kirby Right Back At Ya. Phenomenal show. Couldn't recommend anymore. Thereafter, it would air Sonic X. This is what kicked off my like big Sonic binge as a child. And then it would do like the classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So like 2 episodes. It was doing like reruns of like Duel's Kingdom. And then like the newest episode of GX that was dubbed. And then maybe like one other anime that I'm forgetting. It would alternate sometimes the earlier shows. Sometimes it would play like Dinosaur King. You know, those classic kids anime. So I kind of grew up watching that on Saturdays. I didn't really realize that it was anime, but I knew I loved it, whatever it was, and I knew where to see it. So that was kind of that. And I would just continue watching that like as a kid, not really knowing what that was. But then I guess when I was starting to get older, maybe around grade 4, grade 5, I'd stay up later.
By the way, I need a reference of how old you are in grade 4 or grade 5.
Grade 5 would have been 2009, and what year is it now? 2021? What's 21 subtract 9? Somebody do that for me.
21 subtract 9. That's 12 years.
Okay, so I would have been like 11.
That sounds sus.
What?
4th grade? You're 11?
No, grade 5 I mean.
I guess very older kids could be 11 in grade 5 for me.
Well, I was born in April, right?
Because usually you'd only turn like 11 if you're in 5th grade. If you were an April kid, that means you'd be 11 for like 2 months within your 5th grade year.
Yeah, I'm using like the later ends as my like benchmarks.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about when I graduated. I'm using that as the time frame. But that aside, in grade 5, started staying up later, and what would be playing late is reruns of this anime block known as Bionics. Pretty big in Canada, but it dropped off. It used to have like hella anime. It used to play like Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist, like the fucking good shit.
Damn.
It was pretty much our Toonami for a while, but ratings dropped, and then it just was reduced to Naruto and Bleach.
Which is still cool for you.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I mean, spoiler alert, this is how I got into Naruto and kind of Bleach. At the time, I didn't like Bleach as much. It came on after Naruto, and I was already tired by the time Naruto was done airing. But I had that, like, I was hooked on that shit. And I'd stay up, like, every Saturday night to watch Naruto. But then I found out, because we had satellite, that it would also air at, like, a different time on a different channel. And so we'd get more Naruto, like, from the Bionics block in the mornings, like, at 8:30, which is when I was at school. So what I would do is I'd get my mom to like use the VCR, and she would use blank tapes and she would record them. And so when I got home from school, I'd watch like 1 or 2 episodes of Naruto.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yo, little Doofy was like, yo, record this shit.
Oh my god, absolutely. I remember one time I fell asleep before Naruto, and I woke up Sunday morning. I was so pissed. I was so upset that I missed Naruto. And the weekend after, my mom stayed up with me so I wouldn't miss it, and it was just the most sweet and wholesome thing ever.
That's so cute. Oh my god. I love your mom.
There's me over here. My dad was like, I'm watching fucking motocross. Fuck off.
I love your dad too. Your dad seems like a nice guy.
And then I came about the internet, and I found out you can watch anime on the internet. And so began my watching of like OG Naruto, and I watched that front to back on YouTube. in those really shitty like 3-part episodes in like 240p.
Hell yeah.
You'd love to see it. That's pretty much when I found out what anime was, and I kept watching Naruto. Now there was another anime block that really got me into anime, and it was called Jetix. It would air on like the Disney Channel on Sundays.
Hell yeah, I love Jetix too.
Yeah, I'm glad. But what it would air for us was like Shaman King, Oban Star Racers. This isn't an anime, but Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
What the fuck is that?
Just a cartoon. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. All the good shit, bro.
I don't know if that's the good shit.
The next one that I got into was Shaman King. I saw it on TV. I thought that shit was so badass, and I also watched that all on YouTube. Then I'm like, okay, we need to go farther with this anime business. So, I was in grade 5. It was that time in my life. So I had to do the classic Google search. Anime with biggest boobs. and there were 2 listed. Mahabaro and Black. Like a very famous hentai was the other one.
Bible Black.
Yes, Bible Black was the other option. I picked Mahabaro, and I watched all of that on YouTube. And that was one of my earliest anime.
Oh my god.
And that began like the ecchi phase.
You never get out of it.
And you never get out of the ecchi phase. You never get out of the ecchi phase.
Never.
No, I'm actually pure, bro. Child of God over here.
Noob, shut the fuck up. You are probably one of the weirdest people I've ever met in the anime and manga community.
I'm weird, but I'm wholesome.
Amen.
Okay. Now, I think you are pretty nice indeed. You're a nice guy, but still, how do you not get into your anime phase, hentai and boobies?
I'm not a horny boy. That's all there is to it.
There's no secret. He's not horny.
I'm here for the plot.
But I mean, that more or less covered my ground for like me just looking up other battle shonen. Manga I got in through Naruto, as you might expect. At a grocery store, they would sell like magazines, and I'd see like the Shonen Jump there. The first copy I got, I think, was actually at the end of 2008. It had Ichigo on the cover. I didn't really understand.
Oh, that it was not Bleach and that it was just porn.
No, I mean, well, it was Shonen Jump, right? So it
yeah.
had like, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, Taiyo, he didn't pick up a dojin.
The classic kind of Shonen Jump, and I read that like front to back several times, even though I never heard of One Piece. I'm just like reading like chapter like 250 to One Piece and just like fucking going through it because I bought it. But Naruto was in there, and so I kept buying those for Naruto and Yu-Gi-Oh! The first actual volume of manga I bought was, of course, Naruto. But right after I got Yu-Gi-Oh! R, because it was only 5 volumes long, and it also had promos. So they weren't good.
And was Yu-Gi-Oh! R isn't good?
Not really. It's like a Duel's Kingdom kind of spin-off, like an OG spin-off. Another one of my earlier manga was Black Cat. One of my friends recommended it to me. Because I had a lot of friends into like anime and manga. I had one friend who was super into anime and manga, like way more than me. He really, and like especially throughout high school, held my hand through a lot of it. Anyways, that's more or less my story. I mean, from there, just more battle shonen and more ecchi, just both in anime and manga. I think I've already dated myself because Noob was like, my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Was X, so my first Pokemon was Black and White. I'm like, damn, bro. My first like Pokemon was like Master Quest, and it like Emerald. My first Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like GX.
Well, the thing is, it isn't because I'm super young, because I got things super late.
Nah, fair.
That's all there is to it. Because I pretty much just had to fight a tree with a stick till I was about 8. Like, that's all I had.
Yeah, fair. I remember when 5Ds came out, everyone made fun of it, dude. Everyone thought that shit looked so whack. Card games on motorcycles. Little did we know, it turned out pretty fucking good.
I have no clue. What you're...
Usually the highest regarded one.
5Ds is like the more serious one, like overall.
Oh, 5Ds is with like that guy.
You say.
Like the one with orange hair, right?
Crow? Yeah.
Yeah, right. The one with orange and gray hair. That guy. That's 5Ds, right?
Orange and gray.
I think it's just orange.
Orange and gray. Or is it just the one with brown hair that is also?
No, Yusei has like black hair with like blonde highlights in it.
No, that's orange, bro.
That's yellow. In what world is this orange?
No.
We just can't figure out Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters' hairs.
Bro, do you see the same image that I see?
Are you looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? Have you Googled that?
Yes, I did.
I don't believe you. Where are you
Yu-Gi-Oh!
seeing orange here in Yusei's hair? Unless you're talking about Crow, but then you said orange and gray. And I know you're not stupid enough to think the shadow is gray.
Oh no, I to me, every black-haired anime guy just has gray hair.
The fuck?
Like, it's dark gray. It's dark gray to me. It's not black.
Bruh. Okay, sorry, it's charcoal.
No, but wait. Am I colorblind? That is not fucking yellow.
It's a goldish yellow.
That's orange, bro.
Goldish, yeah.
No, it's orange. It's just orange.
Absolutely not orange.
This man's blind.
You've got to be fucking blind.
Bruh, fuck you guys.
Also, how do you not just know 5Ds? That's like one of the big three of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyways, that's my story. Not very interesting. Let's hear yours, Taiyo.
Okay, I've told this story many times already, actually, and I hope everyone is still a little interested. So I started off with just the normal Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh yeah, and Inzuma 11, like it's a football, well, soccer for those American crackheads out there.
This is how he became a sports filth.
No, because it was like a 10 times worse Kuroko no Basket. It was like super with big ass shonen powers and shit. It was fucking cool, but that is not the point. No, the thing I want to mention is I got into Death Note. That's the first anime I've ever watched where I knew it was anime. Then I got into manga with the Death Note manga because I heard that it had a different ending. So it was like, let me check that out. Turns out it's only like the last 5 chapters that are different or anything. It doesn't feel any different, to be honest. And I was quite disappointed because everyone said it was like really different, but it wasn't.
Yeah, people are really dramatic about that. Yeah, it's such like a minor difference. I mean, it's an important difference, but it's not fucking massive in the way people make it out to be.
No. Let's just say that they both end in a good way. And it doesn't change anything from the main part of the story, which is just an awesome series, aka Death Note. After Death Note and the Death Note manga, I got into Uzumaki.
Okay.
Because I wanted like horror shit. Because I thought the art in Death Note was like fucking cool. Especially with all the Shinigami and how scary they looked to me. And then I got into Uzumaki because I heard it was really scary. And I felt like, oh, damn. After that, I got into Code Geass. I got into Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. All that other like most basic good shit. Because I never really got into Naruto because I felt like I was too big for Naruto, you know? Because I only started really getting into anime when I was like 15 years old. And when you're 15 years old, you don't really think, Naruto, best anime ever. Well, at least I didn't think so. I watched like the whole Zabuza arc and I was like, not really for me. Same with Bleach, same with One Piece. Never really got into it. So I was more gravitating towards the seinen aspect of anime and manga. And also a lot of slice of life and a whole lot of ecchi. Holy fuck.
Whole lot of ecchi.
I was basically just jacking off 24/7. It was terrible. Really, it was terrible. And that's how I got into anime. Oh yeah, and I opened up an account on my anime list, and then when a show was below a 7, I didn't watch it except if it was ecchi. And there was a lot of ecchi that is rated under a 7, and I watched all of them.
Very high standards, I see.
Good reason. They don't have plot. That's me just going in, just being like, 2. No plot there, just boob. What are they doing? Come on now.
No, but the thing is, sometimes there is plot, but the plot is just bad. There are still titties though to make up for it, so I don't really mind.
Yeah, there's me who gave Data Lab 3 like an 8 because it has the best like plot progression.
Fuck you, Noob.
It's not much, but it's enough.
But that's how I got into anime and manga. Just a lot of ecchi, a lot of titties, and then a lot of good shows. But then after I really got into anime, I've really been wanting to start a channel about anime and manga. Never really got around to it until I was like 18, which I am now, by the way. Yeah, the main reason why I started YouTube was because I've always wanted to be a content creator. And I have started a lot of channels, and they all flopped like crazy.
We need to hear about them. That's the part of the origin story.
What was your first channel?
My first channel was called Mindboy Gaming NL. NL stands for Netherlands, or Nederland, because I'm from the Netherlands. So I first started with Mindboy Gaming NL, and I was like playing a lot of mobile games I recorded on my tablet that I had. Then after that I started Games NL, which is my real name, by the way. Then I started another channel called Kalen. And Kalen was like a music channel. I reviewed hip-hop albums and shit. After that I started Kalen 2, and Kalen 2 was like an anime channel, but I was so bad at commentary at that point that my English accent now is still not the most amazing thing you've ever heard. But then I really sounded like this, and this just doesn't sound good, you know. I sound like a guy from the middle of Germany, you know. It just doesn't sound good. Now I sound kind of okay. But then eventually, after 3 more years of just failed content that I made, I started this YouTube channel, and I've been... The only reason why I'm like a little big is because I have good editing.
Hey!
And people have to wait 4 months for one fucking video.
Hey!
Which is pretty bad, isn't it?
It is pretty bad. You sussy baka. Upload more.
Oh my god, shut up, bro.
You set yourself up for that, bro. Alright, Doofy. What about you? You definitely had plenty of channels.
I have a much more eccentric career on YouTube. The whole reason I got into YouTube was, I mean, much like everyone else, I just wanted to create things. I was a very creative child. Like, I just loved doing shit like that. It started for me once again in grade 5. I would have been 11, 12, 10, 13, I don't know, somewhere in that range. And I started with pivot stick figure animations.
Oh, man.
Because in grade 5, like, all the school computers had pivot on them for some reason, and like, we would just fuck around with it. And I downloaded it at my home computer, and I made my own, and I was into Naruto, so I found like Naruto themed sprites, and like I'd make my own like fan Naruto fights with them.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, and one night I asked my parents before I went to sleep, I'm like, Mom, I know I'm not 18, but can I start a YouTube channel? And my parents were like, yep, you can, as long as you don't put your face in any of the videos. And I'm like, I won't. It's just so sweet.
Your parents are so cute. What the fuck?
So that's the origin of my very first channel. It was called Sasuke.
Sasuke
is my favorite Naruto character. It's my last name. I doxed myself, you know, the vibes. And that channel was a fucking clusterfuck. That probably started in 2009. I probably had that for a couple years, where I would upload, like, I'd make AMVs of Naruto and like Soul Eater and shit. I'd upload like Naruto fights and full Naruto episodes. Fun fact, I was the first person to upload Naruto episode 133 on YouTube. That's me. I was the very first one. But everyone hated it because I downloaded it from like my Naruto site, and I fucking flipped it with the subtitles so you couldn't read it. But everyone hated it. But I had a lot of views on that channel because of like shit like that.
Did you eventually get above 1,000 subs?
Not on that channel, no. Views were high because, like, you know, kids were always Googling shit and YouTubing shit, but they would never... A lot of them didn't have channels. So, I mean, I don't remember how many subs that channel ever had. Probably only, like, around 200 or so. But it felt bigger because back then, like, everyone was so interactive on YouTube. Like, there was, like, the whole friends function, and, like, people were just leaving comments on your channel. You'd go back and forth and talk to one another. I even had a fucking, like, YouTube girlfriend. It was very weird. You know the movie, like, Carrie? I think Stephen King wrote the novel and it was based off that. Oh, yeah. There was a girl who pretended to be her, like, and would not stop. She was just like, I'm Carrie, and, like, every time we talked, she would talk as if she was Carrie. And I never watched the movie. I didn't even know about the movie. I actually thought she was an actor when she sent me clips from the movie. It was very weird.
But little Doofy is like, okay, I got game.
Yeah, but long story short, I don't know, just stopped talking or whatever. I mean, fuck, it was like grade 5, so what can you expect? That was the first channel, and from that I made like side channels in case I ever got like striked or whatever. But when I got a little older, maybe like grade 6 or 7 even, probably 7 or 8, I started making like channels for like vlogs. So I had like a bunch of channels. There was like
Are they still up?
no, God, I either deleted them or they got taken down. One of them was the Ninja. I do like skits and stuff with my friends. I deleted that one because I don't know. I have this weird complex where like I'd make something then I delete it. Then I made the Shaman, influenced by Shaman King.
Oh no shit! I didn't expect that one.
Yeah, I would.
You fucking geeky ass child.
I did skits again, vlogs, that sort of thing. Deleted that one. Made another one, The Wonder. Same thing. I would vlogs, skits. At that point I was also doing like CD reviews because I was into like classic rock at the time. Super cringe. Deleted that one. Made another one.
That's
The Archduke.
dude. We have the same backstory. Only I did hip hop.
Yeah.
You did classic.
Yeah, I was an
rock.
old head. God, it's so cringy. I also was into wrestling, so me and my friends had like a wrestling federation that we did on YouTube. Bunch of channels around that. Literally, I'm looking at an email right now where I was talking to one of my friends because we were trying to figure out how many channels I had. And as of 2014, I had 50 channels.
Oh my god, you have even more than me. Holy shit.
And that was 2014. Needless to say, there's been a lot ever since. Some notable highlights is... What are some noticeable highlights?
Age Keepers.
Yeah, let's just cut to the good shit. Mr. Rage Keepers. That was like the channel that changed everything for me.
Mr. what? Sorry?
Mr. Rage Keepers. I would have made that in maybe very late 2012 or like 2013. And it started as a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Rage Keepers is from like Gravekeepers, which is an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh that I used to main.
Yep.
And at the time they were meta, so people would rage when they saw like I had fucking Gravekeeper spy flipped. So they would rage quit like on Dueling Network. And that was the inspiration of the name, Mr. Rage Keepers. And I would do like Yu-Gi-Oh openings and deck profiles and binder videos, all that fun stuff. And that was that. However, over time I transitioned out of Yu-Gi-Oh and into anime. And during that transition I would also do like reviews of like anime DVDs. So like Black Blood Brothers was one of the first ones and Kaze no Stigma was another one.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, so I was kind of doing like reviews and Yu-Gi-Oh videos for a brief period. But then eventually anime took over Yu-Gi-Oh and the channel was all about anime, so I did like hauls and collections, reviews, lists, discussions. And from that was like my biggest channel. I think at my peak I was at 940 something subscribers. But
oh whoa.
Yeah, that channel
What
went on for a
happened?
while. What happened was I just got older and high school I started to fade out of anime for a few reasons. I think the big reason was I was always pushing myself to make reviews and stuff. And so a lot of anime I watched was just for reviews. And I found it difficult to like say anything unless I was like, trying to like rag on an anime, because that's really the only times I'd have something to say. And that'd only be the times when the videos were worth watching, when I was like shitting on a series. So it's like I felt like I was always looking at anime super critically.
It's good clicks to hate things.
Yeah, exactly. And that just like ruined my passion for anime. That plus a bunch of like, not a lot, but like there was a bit of drama on like the community too back then between me and this other dude. I think he still hates me, even though like I've reached out to him a bunch.
Wait, who is it? Who is it?
His name was ChaosLeo815. I will never forget that username. His big two anime were Bleach and Pandora Hearts. And I would always shit on Pandora Hearts. Like I would make skits of like me, like I bought the volumes and like I would just like destroy them because I'm like, this series fucking sucks.
Pandora Hearts sounds really good.
I mean, it might have been fine, and I might have just been dramatic, but because I like, I just wanted to provoke him. But I don't know what it is. I feel like the source of the drama was like we encountered one another because I think I found him first because I used to like just look up YouTubers' names or like I'd look up like anime review and then I'd go like recently published, and his was one of them, and I left like a comment. I'm like, wow, this stuff's really cool. We should talk more. Whatever. I subscribed. It'd be pretty cool if you'd subscribe also. That sort of thing.
Sub for sub.
Pretty much like sub for sub for a while. I abandoned that very quickly though because I saw how annoying it was when he started doing it, and I would be like, dude, you gotta stop doing that. Shit's kind of like obnoxious. Anyways, that's a whole other thing. The way I introduced myself to him, like I tried to like play myself down. I tried to like dumb myself down just so that if you make yourself look stupid, you give the other person an opportunity to like give advice or like bring you up, and that always feels super good to do that. And so I'd like make myself look stupid. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do a review. Maybe you can give me some advice. And yeah, I mean, he gave me some advice, and I mean, I didn't really follow it. I was already doing like my own reviews and shit. But I said that I was following it or using it. Anyway, I don't know. Some sort of tension grew between us, and he'd be like, "Man, I even told you how to do reviews." And I'm like, "No, you didn't. I just said that."
I was bullshit.
Yeah, I was just trying to get on your good
I was
side.
shitting you, bro. You are nothing to me, you fucker.
And actually, he was a lot older than me. He was probably like 4 or 5 years older than me. I always forget that. I was in high school. He was like in college.
Oh god.
Yeah. So, anyways, he eventually stopped doing YouTube, probably for the same reason. Just burnt out, also doing college things. And then I guess maybe a year after, I also just kind of faded out for the reasons I've already listed.
Bro, he's going to find you on this podcast. He's going to call you a cloud chaser.
And the channel never fucking hit 1,000. I was so close. I was like 50, 60 subs off. Like, because YouTube changed so much, they would like actively wipe out inactive accounts. They'd actively wipe out like inactive subs.
Yeah.
That channel, I still have it. Everything's just privated. It's at like 727 subs now. So, feels bad, man.
Aw, that's sad.
And yeah, and then for a couple years I was just out of anime and manga completely. I'd started watching like anime with my girlfriend during like those empty years. Like we'd watch like we were in High School Host Club. We watched like Your Name together. We watched Toradora, a bunch of stuff like that. And once quarantine hit, I had a bunch of manga on my shelf that I hadn't read, and I just started going through all that. And yeah, that pretty much started my YouTube career again.
Hell yeah.
Because I think another thing that inspired me to continue doing videos on MYNAMEISDOOFY is that, like, I don't know why, but I made like a collection video, and I made it in like a very joking fashion. Like I clickbaited the fuck out of it. I think just because I was bored and I wanted to do a video, and I was kind of entertaining the idea of manga again. And that shit blew up. Like that's still like my most famous video. I mean, blew up relatively, of course, but that video's performed super well. That plus me also starting to get back into manga, starting to enjoy it, wanting to talk about it, but having no one to talk about it to, led to the, what I did first on this channel, which would have been, I don't know, manga logs, I think. And then hauls when I started buying more, and that just, snowballed to where we are now with MYNAMEISDOOFY. Currently at 404 subscribers, and I'm hoping eventually this channel will overtake Mr. Agekeepers.
I don't know. Mine's going to be brief. I have less channels at least. So, I only got the internet when I was like around 12 or 13, so, I wouldn't have too much.
Holy fuck, that's late as hell.
I wouldn't have, much time to make stuff. But when I did get the internet, I was like soon into making content. I had like a little recorder, the one you can easily hold in like your hand and just, shoot something. It has like the little flip out thing. I started with recording BMX races. Because fun fact about me, I did BMX racing in my time.
So strange to me. I love it though.
Yeah, you don't think of me as an athlete. Probably nobody does, but
Well, you are 6'10" after all, so I mean, you should put that towards some kind of athletic feat.
I did that for a good while, and I recorded some. I uploaded maybe like 5 or 7 of them, of like, recording people going around the track. There's like 7 videos of that on the account, and that's like when I didn't have any solid sort of name. Actually, what is it? My first ever name was like the Mew Power 565656. You gotta love it. Such a cringe name. I don't know. Mew was a cool ass Pokemon to me. I'm like, yo, Mew
still is, man.
Best Pokemon, man. That's how Mew's in the name. And 56 is like one of my favorite numbers. But I started like shortening it down. I put it down to like 156, and then I think it was like the Mew Power at some point. One of the biggest things for me on YouTube, what I watched the most, it was definitely because it was a big boom at the time when I was actually getting in, is like the top 10 videos for like Pokemon and stuff. Like all the Pokemon content. It was like the biggest boom at that point. I got to watch at like that time period. So I was like, yo, this stuff's cool. And I had like, a few inspirations. Sad that one of them was a horrible person and recently got canceled, but that's a whole other story.
Oh, damn.
Wait, who?
Were they big?
Generally kind of big.
Okay. Like a local?
No, not local. They weren't like, their PokeTube spear, like, the biggest channel was like around 1 million. So he sat like pretty high on the ladder. He had like 200k, I think, around that time.
Who was it? Come on, you got drop it, bro. It's not someone local. You have no ties to this man.
the Silver League networks, if you've ever
No
heard of
idea,
them.
yeah.
No clue.
Yeah. But the one content I was able to, like, I could see myself easily do it was, like, the Let's Plays of fan games. You know, you get your like, Bandicam.
Hell yeah.
You know,
Oh,
start
hell
recording the software, and then you, like, attach some sort of mic. It could just be, like, the internal, like, laptop audio, and I'm like, alright, now I just have to play. So that's how it started. I was doing that, like, pretty soon after. And I made like over 300 videos of like playthrough stuffs like that, like
Oh, hell yeah.
over 80 or so episodes of like Pokemon Reborn, probably my favorite fan game. I would definitely have a lot of nostalgia for it. Around like 70 or something of Pokemon Rejuvenation. You know, there's a couple other fan games I did, you know, tried to play them for a good amount of time. So many videos. But I did drop that channel June of, like, at the very end of my junior year of high school, I think. Yeah. Right at the very end of that, I dropped that channel. I was like, I'm not uploading anymore to this. But before I did that, I had started making, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Content on there. Because I was getting into competitive playing. It was at like one of my highs for actually doing well at the events. I was playing Ultrageist because I was on it before it became good. And though I didn't have like infinite permanences, which are like $70 a piece, and they helped the deck like do super nutty things, I was still like very good at playing it. So I was able to, you know, I topped the ARG event with it. And I did make like Yu-Gi-Oh content. Most of my deck profiles sucked. Like my content overall for Yu-Gi-Oh was generally pretty bad, as I didn't have too many good grasps of the game, and there's only like a few things that I'm like, all right, I'm very like confident on my abilities of. But once I was getting closer to confident with the abilities, and like the Yu-Gi-Oh videos I made on that channel were getting, you know, they didn't have the dislike pool that they had, I ended up making a Yu-Gi-Oh channel. And that was also the time I ended up getting a DSLR camera, the one I'm using as of now. I did switch the lens on it, but pretty much the same camera from back then. I got that around Christmas time, and that's when I did start up that Yu-Gi-Oh channel with the nice, you know, better camera quality at that point. And I'm like, alright, cool, Yu-Gi-Oh content. So I did that for a good while, I think a year, and then, you know, I was still doing it pretty strong until COVID hit, and that's why I was like starting to get more into anime. At one point, my camera's mic on the top that you plugs in broke, and I was like, all right, what content do I do? And at that point, I'd started watching a little bit of anime, and I couldn't think of a Yu-Gi-Oh video I could make because I didn't have a mic, and like the camera quality is awful, so I had to go off my laptop, and I'm like, okay, let's make a waifu tier list with like the very few shows that I had watched. And, you know, I had a lot of fun making that video. I'm like, damn, alright, this is cool. And I made an Astral Chain review, the video game, on my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. And like,
Didn't know that.
sourcing clips out and stuff, that was like way more fun editing for me to do. I like really enjoyed putting in that more work, and I knew I would get that out doing anime content. So I started making the account around June-ish of 2020, and once I had that done, started uploading videos, and that's how we are where we are now.
Well, damn.
Hell to the yeah.
Again, it was pretty simple. Only 3 accounts. Only 3 accounts. You guys are crazy if you're like 50.
Oh, shut up, man. Come on.
And counting, bro. I still got channels on the go right now that y'all don't know about.
Really?
Where's Doofy After Dark, bro? Come on.
Oh, absolutely, bro. I probably, like, right now, active channels, maybe like 7.
What?
Can I say?
Doofy's secretly PewDiePie, actually. He made that back in the days.
Hey, bro, all I'm saying is, isn't it kind of funny how each of my videos have 7 likes 2 minutes after it drops? I don't know. Is it?
Wait. Do you actually upload on those channels too?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
I think I still like visit my older channels, like just because like there's just different people on there. Like I go on the Mr. Keeper channels like frequently. I like to look at my old videos, and I like to look at like my old like videos and the people I was subscribed to, and also one of my vlog channels, like my very last vlog channel. I go back on because it has like some pretty like cool videos from me and my friends over the past like 10 years. No, not 10, maybe like 5 years.
Aw, that's so cute. They're so cute, me.
Cute little doofy over here.
And now we have told all our stories. Next episode we're gonna discuss our 3x3s, which is a mixture of anime and manga. I think we're just gonna end this episode. Shout out everything you got. Doofy, you can go first.
I'm just gonna keep it real quick. Links already in description. I have YouTube, my name is Doofy. Twitter, my name is Doofy. I have a Discord called Doofy's Den. I have a Patreon. It's all in the description.
My boy Noob.
Hey, it's your boy, the famous clout chaser out here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shout out to the YouTube. Make sure to call me a clout chaser in the comments. Go to my Instagram. Again, comment that I'm a clout chaser. Go to every single story I post. Call me a clout chaser. Always roast the fuck out of me every time I post a day update to when Umasume Season 3's coming.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, make sure you just hate me as much as possible because I live off that. I'm a little demon. I eat up the hate. But that's it. That's my... those are my links.
Okay, so last thing that I'm gonna shout out. A main channel video is coming really soon. I'm also planning to do a lot of more streams on my main channel, which is just Taiyo. The link of it is in the description. I also have a very inactive Instagram and Twitter account, so if you want to follow me on there for the occasional weekly update, you can. That's the last thing I really wanted to shout out. A few videos are coming soon on my channel, and I hope you're gonna check them out. And again, thank you so much for watching this second episode of the Anime Super Simp podcast, aka the ASSCAST.
The ASSCAST.
Oh Jesus, what the fuck was that? And I hope to see you another time. Thank you.
Peace.